Yo, what's happening, people? United Central here, back with another Real Talk podcast. I'm with my two brothers right here, Moosa in the building, Flawless in the building. What you say, man? Them everything good in this dunya?
It's
Yeah, yeah,
mad.
yeah. We're
It's mad,
here.
innit?
It's
Yeah, it's
mad, but
mad.
Yeah,
we're
man.
here. We're here.
It's
We're
mad.
here.
We're here, man. We're here, man. Shout out to everybody who's tuning in right now. Big up Don Robbie, always early in the building. You get me? Big up Mohammed says, smash a like, smash when you come in. Come on, man. Make sure you smash a like when you come in. Don Said to make an appearance any minute. We're here, bro. We're here. You get me? We're here, man. We're live in the dunya, man. Yo, Flawless, man. Chat to me about the dunya today, man. It's a crazy world out there, man.
The dungeon's been crazy. Yesterday was peak because my laptop was on a mashup thing, and then today's just been a Mazda 2 in it. So I'm here trying to improve the mood and that in it. It's been tough couple of days of that. But we here, man, still smiling, banter happy run, you get me? Jokes still gonna run, in it is what it is. Talk United.
100%, man.
Nah, it's
Most
fun.
man. You know what I'm saying? When the dunya's like this, man, what's the best kind of advice to the people, man? You know what I'm saying?
One thing, like I was on a Zoom yesterday. I'm a lot on self-development. So I was on a Zoom yesterday and we're talking about self-development and trying to implement something for my team where we go through 2 audio books a month. You know what I mean? So we every 2 weeks we complete an audio book. They're around roughly 8 hours. You know what I mean? So we're gonna start with a 50 cent audio book that is recent one, something hustle harder.
Oh yeah, I've got that.
Like
Hustle harder, hustle smarter. I've got that.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna go through the audio. Man. And that's just to bond and to just some self-development, because you got, even though it's away from what I do, but it's just to get the brain ticking and to just develop yourself, man.
Come on, man. Come on. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody in the building right now. If you're watching this right now, please smash that like on the video as you come in. Share the video. Put it on all your social platforms. And yeah, man, we're going to kick in, man. Moosa, the title of the video is, man, you know what I mean? Will Man United, and Man United are they taking their chances with the youth now? I think there's a lot of stories saying that we might not need Sancho this summer. You know what I mean? Ollie's looking to start, you know what I mean? Short ties coming out of nowhere. Diallo, as you can see. You know what I mean, bro? Like, is this a kind of a new thing? Obviously, Man United apparently have lost 100 million in this pandemic. Are you thinking that Man United are going to take this route, bro? In terms of like just now thinking about the youth in terms of Greenwood up front. There's no obviously Haaland. The people are talking about Haaland and whatnot, but what do you think right now in terms of Man United about the youth and whatnot?
Yeah, I don't know. I think Ed Woodward is setting us up for another window of a net spend of around 50k, 70k. He's just trying to dumb down the fans from actually getting excited and putting him under that pressure of getting in the CDM and the centre back and even thinking of a right-sided winger. You know what I mean? I feel like he's just trying to bring down our expectations and be like, yeah, you know, we're going to give you for gold block. Listen, we bought through young players last year. We bought them through the year before that. This is what we do. It's regardless of, you know, of where we are as a team or how good we're doing in the league. Man United bring players through. You know what I'm trying to say? So I feel like that shouldn't be a reason for us to just kind of get excited like it's something. We're not Chelsea, who are seeing man bring through a couple of young bucks and then we're getting excited saying, rah, yeah, we're bringing for. This is what we've been doing now.
Yeah.
This is what we do. You know what I'm trying to say? So why are they trying to put us in a situation where like they want us to get excited that you brought through Diallo because you said you paid big money for him and he was coming in January. He's come. He's here. We're in February, blood. We need to see a bit more in it. So like he's here now. Let's keep it moving. And then Shortai and them man there. We've known about them, and we got Hannibal. We got different players there, and the under 23s who are putting in work. Yeah, they need to get their opportunity, but no, brother, we want a CDM proven. We want centre back proven, and we might allow you on the right wing on the basis that we might. But anything other than that, we want proven. You know what I'm saying? Not taking no shortcuts, no shortcuts. And I hear this talk about Declan Rice. What's his age group? Does he fall into this youth?
Nah, he's a bit older, probably about 22, 23. You know what I mean? He's more of a kind of a proven player now.
Is he that young, Declan Rice?
Yeah, man. I remember when he came in, it was about 18, 19. It's been
younger than McTominay, though. Younger than McTominay.
Yeah, younger than McTominay.
McTominay always gets called, you know, young star coming through. The brother's older than Van der Beek. He's there, isn't it? older than Rashford. He's not that young, but McTominay gets a young label. But yeah, I don't know. I've heard a lot about Declan Rice coming in. So if he's under 23, then I would say he fits that youngster thing. But again, I want proven, man. I don't know about too much about Rice. I don't know.
We got Rice at home, fam. Yeah, me go
That
get
sounds
Ndidi.
right.
We got Rice at home, man. Go get Ndidi.
That's my Rice at home and that.
Yo,
yeah?
we got Rice. Yo, we got Rice at home, man. Go get Ndidi and that. I don't know why we messing around.
I don't know.
Go get Ndidi.
Yeah. So this is what I'm trying to say. So I'm not too sure, but Ndidi is definitely a shout for me as well. And I just want proven in it. I want a proven centre back and CDM. So all of this youth talk, and then it coincides with you saying we've lost 100 million. So what are they saying? They don't want to spend.
Exactly.
This is what I'm hearing.
It's mad. We got Zia Miasa here saying, Dango is buying us. If we have money left, we'll give you it to buy Ronaldo. Be good to see him back. Listen, we need to rebuild, man. Ronaldo's done his thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Ronaldo's done his thing, bro.
I said Ronaldo. It's good to see him.
Yeah, Ronaldo, man.
Ronaldo's 36, Zane. Ronaldo's 36. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Marshall. Man. Big facts, man. He's 22. Big ups, that, man.
Shout out to everybody in the building, and make sure you smash a like on the video.
Yes.
Flawless, man. In terms of, you know what I mean, looking at the youth or whatnot, you know what I mean, this is a kind of a easy way out for the Glazers again, man. You know what I mean? I hope people don't get gas. Listen, Diallo's a good player. Shortire will be a good player in the future. Greenwood is going to have his progress and whatnot, but Man United are looking like they're trying to go down that route now, man. You know what I'm saying? When there's a pandemic and they lost some money, yes, no one's denying. It's been a pandemic. You lost 100 million, but yo, them Glazers are billionaires, mate. Billionaires, mate. Them man enjoyed the Super Bowl. Don't let that, guys, man. Don't let it go over your head, people, man. If the money's there, the money there, man.
Yeah, exactly. Like this whole. So yeah, United just have me tired. What's the question, fam? Sorry.
So in terms of just like, you know, Man United taking, I'm Man United making excuses basically because they're saying that they're looking at Greenwood. They're holding off Sancho basically because they feel like, you know, they got talent in the youth sets in a minute. Yeah.
Well, we always have talent in our youth system. It's like go and get. Why not add quality to our team? Like you said, like Moosa said, proven quality. So even if it's not a Sancho, why are we not going to address that right hand side? Why are we not addressing the holding midfielder? Why are we not addressing a centre back? I'm all for the youth getting a chance and being given a chance to come through and a platform to succeed, etc., etc. But surely being in a more successful team with better players improves the youth also. We haven't seen no youth this year. Why all of a sudden is a youth thing? Ollie hasn't bust through one youth player. There's not actually. Shortire is the first one, and we're in what, February? Who's the player that we've not seen? Shortire is the first one who he's gave his debut to this year. I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? And like it's literally who else has been like Williams was already played last season. Greenwood played last season. Who else is literally just Shortire? So I don't understand why all of a sudden there's this switch to youth. Are they trying to save money? I understand the pandemic's hit. So therefore, with the pandemic hitting, maybe it definitely has affected the pockets. But even if you don't go and get a Sancho, surely there was a plan B and C. Surely there was other options other than Sancho. But yeah, just go get Sancho and improve the side. Go get a holding midfielder to improve the team. Go and get a centre back to improve the team. I'm all for both. I want to see quality come in, but I'd also like to see the youth be given a chance if they're good enough. That's my thoughts on it.
I agree.
And that's the thing, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Mostly, you know what I mean? We want to see youth in it. We want to see that, but you know what I mean? Don't get distracted, man. You know what I'm saying to you? Don't get distracted by the real world of, you know what, we need top talent at Man United, mate. You know what I'm saying? We need top talent, bro. You know what I mean?
We do. For me, I'm not going to accept it, man. And I'm also hearing we got to sell one of the keepers, Henderson. And if they're talking about talent, they tried to bring Henderson back, but it sounds like we're going to sell him again. And they're talking about
selling Henderson. I didn't know that.
I don't know if we're going to sell him, but they're saying that it seems that one of the two goalkeepers got to go because
we're in this goal, man.
You know what I'm saying? And then they're saying the problem is he's on 300. How much? 300 bags a week.
Yeah.
300 bags a week. Yep. Someone's got to pay us like 40 million and pay his wages. No one can't do that. And then we got teams like who I think they said Dortmund might be in for him. Who else might be in for him? Spurs. might want Henderson because obviously my man Lloris is moving a bit mad and he might be going PSG. You know what I'm saying? So with those two teams mentioned, there's swaps there for us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's swaps there for us because that's what I'm saying. Because if Henderson is 50 mil, and then they might want to slap like 130 on a Harry Kane, do we give them Henderson and a 80? Do you know what I mean? Do we go in there?
That's the thing, man.
Or do we do that as well for like if it's Dortmund? Do we say Sancho? Do we say cool? Take the young goalkeeper, give him Champions League football. You know what I mean? Give him that experience, and we take Sancho and like 50 mil or something.
That's the thing, man. You know what I mean? That's a rebuild. It's massive, innit? Man United need a spine, innit? When you look at it, flawless. You need a centre back. You probably need a CDM, and you probably need an attacker. You know what I mean? You're looking at because Cavani is a one-season option. Martial, I think it is helping in terms of when he's not scoring in it, we can have another person who can back in it. You know what I'm trying to say to you, bro? Like for me, like I don't understand, bro. Like Man United are looking at like thinking about alternatives and whatnot and trying to look at it in a cheapish way, bro. Man United, bro, if they want to get anywhere next season, mate, they need to spend big, bro. They need to spend, man.
That said, if we want to be successful, and it always comes to this because it always goes back. We need no, not Glazer's out. We need a new manager, fam. That's what that is in that. We need a new manager. This guy is beating all of the hope out of me. I have no faith or no hope in us being successful. You know, when Manchester United play, obviously when we win games, I'm happy we won, but it's more, I was having this conversation with JV on Man United yesterday. It's more relief. I'm more relieved that we got through it. Like that wasn't enjoyable, but yes, we've managed to get through it and get a win and we continue on. But I have no faith whatsoever in this manager and this coaching setup bringing us to any glory. So even if we went and got Sancho and Didi and a centre back, I still don't see us winning the league. I still don't see us winning the Champions League. Have the board
got faith in Oli to kind of use his players? Because obviously a lot of Maguire's got a lot of heat, 85 million. While Bissaka, still people are kind of doubting him. Is a long-term option. Mad.
You
know what I mean, if you look at it, they still believe in, can he do it? You know what I mean, in terms of, title, you know what I mean, can he be the right back to take us to the title? You know what I'm trying to say to you, bro? Like, there's a lot of players in there that Oli money has given, you know what I mean, the board have given Oli money for.
Yeah.
He's probably thinking, the board thinking, you know what, he's happy with a cheap option, let's give him that. Let's see if he can work the youth. And he's a legend, he does this and that and whatnot. And he, you know what I mean, he brought up on the class of 99 and all the class of 92, and, they played with him. You know, that kind of idealistic, you know what I mean, bro?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. The reason why I don't think the board are all on course, we got to think his contract runs out in 2022. We're now approaching, we're in 2021 and we're now approaching towards the end of the season. And there's been no talks, no rumored talks about an extension. When you get into the last 18 to 12 months of your deal, normally you might start hearing murmurs about new deal for Oli. And I've not heard anything. So that tells me all I need to know. I don't see him either finishing this season or the next season after. I don't see him being here beyond his contract. I can't see that happening. I don't think so. There's been no talk. Maybe someone in the comments or one of you two have heard something, because I've heard no rumors whatsoever about extension for him. It's kind of been swept under the rug in terms of how long he's going to be here for. Because it's 2022, his contract's done.
And that's what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? Maybe when you look at him, Moosa, he's here till 2022. Maybe he could see the youth in the next the next year. You know what I mean? Can he see the youth in the next year, 18 months? You know what I mean? Can he get short of them, man? Mason Greenwood fit and ready for the next manager to come in, and then they can deal with it there. Maybe this is a manager to say, you know what? Let's get this guy. Let's save every ounce we can. And then when the new manager comes in, if these guys are not good enough by the time they, you know what I mean, in 18 months' time, then we can go buy more players. Maybe it's that, I don't know.
Ollie's at his ceiling, man. There's only one way you got for Ollie now, and it's down. Ollie's at his ceiling. You know what I'm saying? Ollie's hit his ceiling. He's at the top of the top. This is Ollie winning the league, being second in the league, and I don't even know how long we're going to stay there for. Well, we've got games that are coming thick and fast. You know what I'm saying? The games are coming thick and fast. Certain man are eyeing our spot. To Tuchel, Chelsea manager right now, if he can get himself second in the league, for him, that's massive, because he's come in there. Lampard ain't been on anything. He's sitting second in the league, and he's going to be going into the summer telling Abramovich, look, I came in here. You man weren't on too much. I've got you second in the league. I want more money. And if he's going to get more money on what they've already spent this window, then Lord have mercy. I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Because he's going to have his own type of players that he's going to want to bring in. So there's going to be most probably 2 fringe men that he left at PSG who are ballers, because them man have academies as well and they have good squads who he's most probably going to come and pattern up. You know what I'm trying to say? So I just feel like Ollie and the nonsense about him bringing through youth players. Ollie can't even bring through Van der Beek. Well, I'm going for that. You know what I'm saying? He can't even bring through Van der Beek.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Who's a baller. And they want us to believe that he's bringing in youth players. Nah, brother, I'm not accepting that. He needs to sort it out. He needs to bring the ballers on.
That's a very valid point. Man,
you know what I'm saying?
We're talking about him bringing through youth players. Man can't even bring through Donny Van der Beek. That's a valid point.
That's mad.
This club is broken, man. Sorry.
Yeah, because that's what we want. As a fan base, like, cool, we want these youngsters to play, but we've been crying out for him to bring in Donny Van der Beek. Like, we've been crying out for that. And they can't bring him through. So we're not. How you expect us to get excited when we know we've got a baller in the middle of the park? The only person who I can see doing the carrot role, because I know he can spread balls. I know he can control tempo of play in the middle of the park. I know he's even a better tackler. So why do we have a man like that? I don't want to hear like, nah, brother. He's got to bring him on. And the fact that he's not bringing him on just tells me that, for me, I don't have faith. And then again, these young players are coming into a United team that doesn't have a system of play. So what are they going to be doing? Running around, left to do their own thing, left to do individual brilliance. They're not coming into a system where man's telling Ahmed, like, look, this is where you got to stay. Short tire, this is what you got. Like, this is how we play in the first team. Stick to the bump. So, because these systems should carry these young boys through, and they should be looking good in a system because it's efficient. It's doing what it's meant to be doing. But the fact that we don't have that, what are we bringing them on for? To just run around on some individual stuff, seeing if they can turn up like Rashford? Nah, brother. Ollie.
That's true, man. That's true. Arteta and Ollie, both crap managers, will go for Brendan Rodgers and Dango. Who is this Dango, man? Remember who's Dango? Buys us. Oh, it must be the another owner. Buys us. So
I didn't know if they were trying to trick you with the names again, innit? That's what.
Yeah, trust me, bro. That's what I was thinking, man.
They were trying to trick
me with the names, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro?
It's most of that. What do you man think about Brendan Rodgers though? Because no one wants to connect, no one really wants to connect Brendan with their team like that. But with what he's done with the team that he's got at Leicester there and what he's got them playing, what's man saying about Brendan though? Really?
You know what, man? He's an established manager, man, and he's got a way of playing. I believe, there was my option of Pochettino. He's gone now. I looked at Nagelsmann and I thought, okay, you know what I mean? A bit of a risk to the Premier League if you never know he's going to settle. For me, I look at Brendan Rodgers and I look at Ancelotti. They're the two managers I'm looking at thinking, you know what? That would be a very, very good option in the Premier League to say, you know what? You're at Leicester. Come to the big boy, mate. Come to the big boys.
Because,
you know,
Brendan to me looks like a Woodward signing. You know what I'm saying? He looks like a Woodward type of signing that he'll bring in. You know what I'm saying? Talks the talk. You know, from the UK. You know, someone that can just, you know, gets the culture, gets everything. But obviously, we know he was at Liverpool. But even when he was at Liverpool didn't have the best squad. He done good with what he had there. A lot of people don't. As close as he went, people are going on like. They had man like Carragher still in there. Carragher overrates himself. He was a good defender, but he was moving a bit like Maguire certain times. I don't know why he's always overrating himself. He didn't have mad pace like that. You know what I'm trying to say? Enough times he used to get smoked. Enough times Carragher used to get smoked. Like enough time.
Remember that Henry one? Remember that Henry when he got Henry?
You know what's funnier about the Henry one is that Stephen Hencho even ran past him. That's the funniest.
I know.
His own
That's crazy, man.
Who's not even ran past, man.
That's what I'm saying, because he's got them in him. You know, like the way Maguire dragged down Luke Shaw and sat him down when he was trying to try to go. Yeah, Carragher's got that in him as well. So yeah, I look at the team that Brendan Rodgers had, and he done well with the forward players. So the thing about Liverpool that season, they were just scoring a lot of goals and they had a good system. So it dragged through a lot of crap players. So the players that Brendan didn't have, like Suarez and Sterling and them man there that were putting in the shift, he had about 3 or 4 players who were on point. The rest were dead. But his system and those ballers put up a challenge, you know what I'm saying? And had people believing, Liverpool's going to do a thing. But he didn't have the type of backing that Klopp had. You know what I'm trying to say? He didn't have it like that. So for me, yeah, man, I've got time for Brendan. Because a lot of the time I think, how comes no one's really... He's doing good work, man. These men are turning up. They haven't got... And their scouts are mad. That he's moving with. So.
Yeah. You know, with the youth Flawless, what's the fine divide for you? What's the kind of, the fine line between Man United being a kind of a team where they invest in the youth, or are you still a person who thinks, you know what, as much as we want to win trophies nowadays, can you do it with the youth? You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Is it a case of, you're looking at the top teams in Europe now, they have a blend of experience and youth. Have we got that though? That's a problem. We haven't even got the right experience yet, you know what I mean? Let alone, the right youth. That's the problem. What I'm looking at. All he's looking, what the board are looking at is thinking, you know what, we've got the right players here, Short Tight, all these, man, Greenwood. But can you actually go and kind of sustain top 4, all the likes of that when people are starting to build and build and build?
It's one of them. You said it there best. It's a blend. You know what I'm saying? It's a blend. So it can't be all youth and it can't be all just bringing in seasoned pros who are ready to go. It's a blend. It's a mix. But that, again, adds into having the correct system for a player to come in and hit the ground running. Also, it takes the correct system for a youth player to come up into the first team and have a blend. Like Moosa said, we can't even... Donny's struggling and he's a seasoned baller. So how is a short player or somebody else gonna come up into the system and succeed? And again, are they just relying on individual brilliance? Are they just doing a Rashford or a Bruno or a Martial or a Greenwood or a Cavani or a Pogba? Like, that's literally what it is. So it's a blend. Like, I'm just tired of it. With Brendan Rodgers, I think he's good for that level. That's what it is with him. If he became Manchester United manager, would I be against it? No. But would I have my doubts if Brendan Rodgers did come in? Yes. Because we haven't seen you at the highest level succeed yet. You know what I'm saying? You was at Celtic, did well there. You know what I'm saying? You won quintuples or treble trebles or whatever it was. You did well at Swansea.
What about that comment there from Cost of Life? You know what I mean? That's a kind of a fair comment there, Well, where we're playing right now, in terms of where we are as a club, you know what I mean? Is it the right way to think of getting the youth in now? You know what I mean? I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, I'm just trying to look at the next 2-3 years to catch City and Liverpool. I know Liverpool are on a downhill, but next season, best believe Van Dijk and all them, man. When they come in, they'll be back.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Like, when you put that, Moosa, and I asked you the question, if Man United do decide this summer, we're going to take a bit of a risk, we're going to go with the youth, is it kind of a dangerous kind of territory? Because Man City are not falling off, man. You're looking at probably Messi next season. Obviously, Haaland will be a big, fight for every club. Is it a kind of a dangerous situation we're kind of playing if we're going to do, we just think, what, Greenwood up front could be the answer. Even though he could be, but it's just a gamble, isn't it?
Yeah. I feel like we've proper flopped, man. Because I think when we look at the season where Liverpool lost the title by a point, them and City were going at it so hard that nobody foresaw City dropping off the amount of points they did last season for Liverpool to win it. Everyone was like, City's going to win it again. They're too good. I can't see Liverpool. So what went mad within the summer break, for them to start the season again, that they fell off like that, because nobody, even at the beginning of the season, all the pundits, City. We got to Christmas, people still were refusing to let go City. Then Liverpool ran away with it. They were like, yeah, Liverpool have been great. There's no way City can catch them up. This is only a year, These men have only won it once, and this is what the pundits do. Again, Liverpool are great, best team. Now we're here again. Where are they? You know what I'm saying? And within all of this, Man United have not been building their team to like jump at the chance to say, you know what? If one of you lot flop again, we're challenging. Where have we? Because we could have challenged Liverpool last year when City dropped off. We weren't ready. We weren't good enough. Now Liverpool's dropped off this year. We should be challenging. We're still not ready. When are we going to be ready, bro? Do you know what I'm saying? When are we going to be ready? And that's again, no system of play, no formation, not like where are we at? So I just keep on saying to myself, so the fact that other teams, like, cool, let me give an example. Like, so there's teams who are dropping, so there's teams who are not performing for the top 4 finish, and other teams like West Ham are jumping at the chance.
Trust me.
They're thinking, you man are playing games. We're going to try and jump in. Everton are trying to come for it. So there's other teams they're taking advantage of teams above them playing games. We're not taking advantage of the top 2 playing games. Every season, one of them's playing games, giving us an opportunity to step in. We're not stepping in. This season, for me, is unforgivable, bro. I don't care if we expected it or not. We found ourselves at the top of the league with one of the best squads in the country, and it's unforgivable. The points that we lost and the points that we lost to end up being this far off Man City. We're 10 points off them, bro.
And they're not even at 60% capacity.
Yo, they don't even have a striker.
10 points off them.
They don't even have a striker. They don't even have a striker.
Yeah,
and they're 10 points clear. Imagine they had an actual prolific.
And then we have a manager. Yeah, then we have a manager who comes out and says, "No one saw man." All he's talking about, well, we weren't expected to be here. Nobody thought, man. No one thought West Ham were meant to be where they're at, but they're still trying to finish in top 4. No one thought Everton were going to make, but Everton still. So we don't care what people thought. We're here, bro. We was top of the league. You know what I'm saying? We didn't even do anything about it. Like the fact that we should have kept our distance, at least 3 points behind City. But where has these 10 points come from, bro?
The 10 points have come from, you know what I mean?
Us dropping silly points. That's where it's come from. Silly points. If you look at the points we've dropped, we have dropped so many silly. West Brom and Sheffield United. We drew with West Brom. We lost. So that's 4 points right there. That puts it to 6.
And obviously the start of the season was just crazy.
Oh, you know what I mean? Crystal Palace, Spurs, the home and away to Arsenal, the whole game to Chelsea. Look at him, and there's more. My head, even Leicester away. You know what I'm saying?
We allowed City to catch us on points while they still had their games in hand. That was unforgivable.
Yeah.
So we allowed them to catch us up on points, knowing they still had games in hand. Like we didn't allow those game in hand points to just stay adrift. Like we didn't allow that space of they have 2 games in hand. We should have stayed 6 points ahead. So at least if they win them games,
can I ask you a question, Moosa? Do you think Sancho is viable when you've got Diallo now? And you know what it is here for me, when you look at Diallo, what was a point in the silent if you're going to go buy Sancho for?
My thing is this:
80 million.
Sancho flopped and he missed his boat. And why I say this again? Last year, our forwards outscored Liverpool's forwards, the Premiership champions. We outscored them. This season, we're the highest scorers in the Premier League. I have no problem with Man United's offensive players and the goals and everything like that. I don't. I just feel like we have because we could be even getting more and conceding less. So I have a problem with our system of play. Do I think that the goals Mason Greenwood put in last season, I think it was 17 in all competitions. If he had a manager that could take him on from there, if he brought in 15 this season again from the right with with about 8 or 7 assists, I would have been happy with him. Are we expecting anyone on that position to be scoring more than 15 goals season in, season out? Do you know what I'm trying to say? That would have been a good contribution again to it. My main thing is the left. As much as I love Rashford and what he's doing and Martial as well, these men said they're strikers and they need to be competing for that one spot. And that hunger to when they only get that opportunity to come on up front, if they don't perform, they know they're not playing. And if you're not built for it, you got to hit the road. Because there's big boy strikers who've had to sit on the bench in different teams. I still want Grealish on the left. You know what I'm saying? I want a Grealish on the left because I'm not too sure about this one-man team playing with Bruno doing it. I need someone else that's going to put it on Bruno because that's what we had with Pogba. I think Grealish stops everyone from, because I think even with Sancho, we still play through Bruno. I think Grealish stops everyone from playing through.
Makes the players a team.
Yeah, I think he stops it because having someone who carries the ball like that with that level of techers makes people look for him more. Because I think if Sancho comes in, people will look for him but I don't think at the same level as they would because they know he's young. He's not having the best seasons. He's having a good season at Dortmund, but again, they're going to want to let him settle in. Whereas Grealish, I think if he comes in, man, look for him straight. And I think Bruno feels that heat. You know what I mean? So for me, I want Grealish over Sancho. I'm not really interested in Sancho again. As much as if he came, I wouldn't. But I'm not on all this breaking the bank, not getting our CDM, not getting our defender for Sancho.
That's the question I put it to you, man. You know what I mean? When you look at the short-term success flawless of say, I understand, listen, but somebody's doing well. I'm not trying to knock him down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When he's trying to, Matic just started to get a little bit of form. He's got a 2-year contract, hasn't he? So I think he's got a 2-year contract. He played well against Lucas second half. When you see the likes of Daniel James coming in, I'm not knocking him down, by the way, before people start hating. I'm not knocking him down, but you see when they start to get a bit of form and they start to play well and start to get the goals, the short-term vision that a club might think, especially the Glazers, when they think that, you know what? He's an asset now. You know when they say that's an asset for the football club?
That's an asset.
That's how they think, bro. It's an asset for the football club.
Yeah, they look at assets. Yes.
You know what I mean? So he's probably thinking, Daniel James, man, he's on hard form right now. You know what I mean, man? I'm being serious, bro. They're probably thinking right now, man, he's on half farm, man. We can't keep him. We don't need Sancho. Yeah, that's what they think, bro.
Yeah, here's the thing, though. The reason why I would still sign Sancho because he doesn't stop Diallo. Why can't we have 2 players for the position? You have Sancho as the star and Diallo backing him up. Diallo's a kid. He's not going to be a first team. He's not going to be a first teamer. Then you can play Greenwood as a 9. You get me? You can have Greenwood backing up Martial. You can have Greenwood, Cavani, Martial all for the 9, Rashford and Dan James for the left wing. You get what I'm saying? That's what's the problem with options, and I don't understand why it's either or. How come if we sign a right winger, we can't sign a CDM and we can't sign a centre back? Why can't we not get all 3? We're only asking for 3 signings. Yes, last window we got another midfielder, we got a left back, we got a left back we wanted, we got another midfielder, attacking midfielder which was needed, and we got a striker. Cool. So let's add to that. Let's continue to build the squad now. I don't get why we can't get a centre back, a CDM, and a right winger. And say for instance, it's not Sancho. Why can't we still go with even if it's not Sancho, that position still needs fixing. So why not just go and get someone to fix that position? Holding midfielder, the position needs fixing. Go get somebody to fix the position. Our centre backs, I'm done with both Maguire and Lindelof, needs fixing. We have the worst options in terms of centre backs. We got Maguire, we got Lindelof, we got Bailly who's never fit, we got Axel who is very inexperienced, and you've got Jones. That's our 5 options. They are terrible. And I'm not saying that because I'm not saying I don't rate Bailly. I'm just saying he's injury prone. And I do rate Sancho highly. I think Sancho is, if they want 80 million for Sancho, pay the 80 million. That's to me, innit? You pay the money in it. Because if we're successful, no one's going to talk about his price tag. Flawless, you ready for Saka's masterclass tomorrow? Mason should watch and learn. How did he do? You get me? The last game for you lot, was it 1-1? How did Saka do in that? In it? Sway stroke. You lot going out tomorrow.
Trust me.
You lot going out tomorrow. I'm telling you. And I'm going to troll you lot to death when you lot do. Arsenal are going out tomorrow. I'm telling you. And when you go out tomorrow, it's going to be an absolutely thing of beauty. And where are you lot in the league? Like 11th. You know what I'm saying?
11th. Yeah, 11th. 100%, bro.
Big up, man. Big up.
You know, it is, yeah. Like, I'm all for the youth in it. I'm all for it, you get me? But I don't want this short-term vision, you get me, of, I'm trying to say to you where, we don't look at the bigger picture, man. You know what I'm trying to say to you in terms of Man United needing top talent, especially, for me, lack of experiences in that squad, man. A lack of experience in the big game, you know what I mean? The big game, especially the semi-finals. Okay, the manager, you get me? We know what he's about in it, you feel me? He's not good enough in terms of winning the trophies here, but that experience, bro. Why? I don't know why Ollie's not even wanting that experience. Maybe he didn't want the kind of feeling of, you know what? He can say, Sergio Ramos comes this summer, probably Man United won't go for it because of the fact that, he will demand the highest quality. You know what I'm trying to say, bro?
I get what you're saying. If we do then go and sign a Ramos, does Ramos? Yeah, he's better than what we have, so I can't.
That's the thing, you know what I mean?
Is he what we? He's again. We talk about being given the best possible platform. Is a Ramos and Maguire partnership the way forward? Maguire is going to play. So we need someone quick next to him, and that's not Ramos. And that's not me turning up my nose at Ramos. That's not me, Ramos. That's not me saying if Ramos came in, I'd be unhappy. I'm saying, surely again, there's a better fit. Surely we can scout and go get a better, not even a better centre back, a better equipped centre back for what we're bringing him into. Like Gary Neville here is spot on. Maguire's biggest problem is Lindelof. And Lindelof's biggest problem is Maguire. The fact that I don't believe either of them are good enough. You notice how Maguire looks better next to Bailly. He looks better next to him. He does, minus the 6-1 where he played. Like, that's just a one-off. They look better.
Yes, that's the problem. When you put Lindelof next to Maguire as well, he starts to look... I mean, Lindelof next to Bailly, he starts to look good as well.
He looks better. And I'm not even a fan of either of them, but they look better because it's all about partnerships and complementing each other. So if Maguire's going to play, whether you rate him or not, he's going to play. So don't go and get a Ramos.
That question there, my thing is, why have we accepted Maguire has to play and we've accepted Paul Pogba doesn't have to play?
That's a culture problem there, mate.
How we accepted that?
Great. You know what it is?
That's what I'm saying.
The reason why we've accepted it because we know the manager will always play Maguire.
And that's the problem.
That's a favoritism thing, though. That's a
problem. That tells you everything. One of them's a midfielder who's won the World Cup, wanted by the best teams in the world, and only cost £10 million more than Maguire. Only cost £10 million more than Maguire. Then we have one who nobody in the top 6 would want him if he left United and hasn't done anything. And he's just here captain, running around, pulling people down. But he has to play. And I'm looking at it like City had Laporte. How much did they pay for him?
I'm not sure.
Laporte, they paid about 60 million for him.
This is what I'm saying. They paid good money, but they benched him. He can't get in front. He can't get in front of Stones, and Stones wasn't looked at as better than Laporte. But the partnership, that man, I said, God, Diaz and Stones, and man like Laporte, who's one of the best defenders in the league, you know, when he was on song, is sitting on the bench, can't play, and him and Ake both walk into Man United's defense, and we're here having to start Maguire.
Because the manager don't drop him, but it's not just that I'll defend Maguire here in terms of it's not just a Maguire thing. This manager doesn't drop players. Who does he drop? And when I say drop, I'm talking about drop, like, no, you don't start the next game and you come on for 20 minutes. No, you don't make it onto the pitch or you're not in the squad for two match days. That's dropping to me, innit? Dropping you to the bench and bringing, all right, you're still going to get 20 minutes or half an hour. Like, put it in these plays. Like I've said this, I'm a Martial fan. He needs to be dropped. When Rashford was playing poor at times, drop him. Same for Bruno, same for Pogba, same for Maguire, same for Lindelof, Wan-Bissaka when he was going through his patch, Luke Shaw, etc. This manager doesn't drop anybody for poor form, and it breeds complacency. Complacency breeds because of that.
You know what he's done?
Maguire and Lindelof know they're going to play. Sorry to cut you off, Moosa. Know they're going to play regardless. That man could make
that's the problem.
2 or 3 errors against Sociedad. And lose 2 or 3-0, and then boom. Yeah, sorry, go on.
Nah, that's a problem, man. It's a problem. They know they're gonna play. They know they're gonna play. Bailly comes in again in the Europa League, plays with Maguire, plays well. We don't concede. We slap goals. Come the weekend, my man's back again, Lindelof, and that's the problem. So that there, it's hard for me to deal with because at the same time, it's like. Why we're accepting it? Because we're not in a stadium. If we was in a stadium, Lord have mercy. I'm telling you, if we was at Old Trafford, and he was pulling off some of these dumb things, that the fans would have let him know about himself. But the fact that there's no one there, he can do what he wants in the stadium. It's quiet. Then he can come on air, do his interviews, and talk his nonsense. But I'm on to Ollie. I think for me, these type of partnerships that he's setting up, and he's being biased by, because I think to myself, how can he drop Pogba from Fred and McTominay, Rago, and make us believe that Fred and McTominay is the way forward to protect these 2 centre-backs who both of them have no pace. He's allowed us to say, so now when man pick their teams, man just pick Fred and McTominay all the time. Man's like, yeah, we know we got the... Man, like, he's allowed us to do that. Hold on. What's going on here? Nah, brother.
It's crazy, isn't it, man? Flawless, man. Where's the priority for you this summer? You know what I mean? In terms of... I know obviously we'll probably do transfer videos in the summer, but in terms of are you thinking youth, experience, blend of both? what is your kind of agenda this summer? Because for me, yeah, I think United need experience more than anything, man. You get me? I think we've got the youth there. You need a manager to blend them both, yeah. But for me, taking a chance with the youth, I think is a big risk in terms of having that pressure, man. You know what I mean? You look at the pressure Rashford faced for the start of his career. You know what I mean? When we had a little bit of dip in form, people, it can happen. You know what I mean? And that's a basic rule up front. You know what I mean? Up front, man, it's a different case when you're on the wing, man. People say be a striker, be a striker. To be a striker in this league, man, you go about a spell of 5 games, mate. People on your case already, bro. You know what I'm saying to you, bro, mind you? Are you there?
Muted? Yeah, I'm there. I don't know why the thing muted. New laptop and that. As I was saying,
come on, shining.
Nah, not shining. The old one broke. This is an older one, and I wish I was shining, fam. Yeah, it's not that.
Shout out to gas. By the way, 300 people right here, man. Make sure you smash the like on the video.
Big up everyone. We got 300 people. We should have at least 250 likes, man. Make sure you hit the subscribe button as well. And it's road to whatever big astronomical number Saeed is on in it. Astronomical in that. You know what I'm saying? Road to is it 30K, 40K. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nearly 30K, man.
There we go with it.
Road to 30K, man.
Road to 30K, so Saeed can do a big road to 30K pie. You get what I'm saying? But boom,
come on, man.
As I was saying,
when this done is over with, you get me?
Man. June 21st, fam. You know what I'm saying? And that.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be madness, man.
Oh my God.
You, man.
But yeah, as man was saying, what is my biggest transfer agenda in regards to Manchester United? New manager. We need this guy is.
I knew Flawless is gonna be in there. New manager.
Oh, new manager. Yeah, all wrote all the issues that you've brought up, everything that Moose has brought up, everything that everyone else brings up, all lead back to him. All the issues we have lead back to him because he's the manager. Like I said, if things are going very well, the manager and the players get the praise. When things are going badly, the players get the praise. I mean, the players get criticized, but the manager gets none of the criticism. So in regards to that, new manager. But aside from that, what I want to see come into what players I want to see come into the team. Quality. That's what I want. Yeah. Young or not. Quality. Can you improve this side? Literally, that's all it is. We need a centre-back. So whether it's a Ramos, whether it's a Alaba, whether it's someone else, they go on the Kunde, who the guy from Sevilla who people keep mentioning, or it's somebody we don't know, or it's a youth player, change it. You know what I'm saying? It's clearly not working, so change it. Same way we need a DM. I want Ndidi. At this point, I don't care if it's Ndidi, if it's Basuma, if it's Rice, whoever else. We need a
more Rice. You get me?
More Rice.
You got Rice at home, but you need more
we got Rice at home in it. You know what I'm saying? But if they want to go get the Declan version, cool. Yeah. Address the issues. That's what I want to see from Manchester United. Whether they go with more, they buy, or they go with youth, address the issues. I don't want to see De Gea in goal at the start of next season. I don't want to see Lindelof and Maguire. I don't want to see McTominay and Fred. I don't want to see us with 2 holding midfielders literally against everybody. I don't want to see Greenwood or Dan James as our first choice right wingers. So whether you throw Diallo in, which is not going to happen, go and sign somebody. I'm all about the quality. That's what it is. But yeah, this manager got to go, man. I'm beaten, man.
Yeah,
I'm broken.
100%, man. I can see that, bro. Touching on Diallo tomorrow, Moosa, man. Apparently, Ollie's kind of saying, he's giving us hints that he might not start, he might start, you get me? When it's 4-0, bro, brother, just say he's starting, bro, you get me? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Ollie,
what's hesitancy?
Yeah, Ollie, for me, he's just, I don't know, man. This guy here he's just pissing me off, man. Ollie got himself in. I'm telling you, because what he's doing to the fan base right now, and where is my man still injured, Donny?
Donny, yeah, probably both out. Donny and Cavani, I think they're both out still. Not trained.
And even like when we talk about, and I feel like again, look at let me pull up one point. Cavani, last minute signing. We didn't get Sancho. We got Cavani in. Everybody wasn't really too happy. He's came in. We're gassed. Cool. He's done his thing. But the question I asked, has he really done his thing? How many goals has my man scored?
7. Cavani scored 7. Same as Martial.
So take away Cavani's 7 goals. Where are we in the league? Or what does it do to Man United, those 7 goals?
Yeah, well, depends, because he scored the winner against Southampton. He came on.
This is what I'm trying to. In terms of the importance of the goals, I get it. But in terms of like where we are, like because especially before we weren't scoring goals, the importance of in terms of the numbers, because they even themselves out. If he doesn't come on, the next man bangs in, blah blah. Because I'm just looking at myself and I think, are these men trying to have us up? Because they do. Man United, Ed Woodward, and that they do some funny things because they push us away from our main problems, give us a little shiny toy. Sometimes we get carried away. So we've been raving over this 33-year-old Cavani, mad runs, all of that. This is Martial, and yes, he is having a bad season. I'm not going to defend that. But Martial's bad season is Cavani's good season. I just don't get it. I want it to add up. Is Cavani having a good season? Is he having a bad season? What is it? Do you know what I'm trying to say?
I think the age does help him. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. The fact that he's 34. But I've always said, Cavani should have been the impact player to come in and make an impact. But now he's the main problem. Igalo became from an impact player to kind of providing something and being like a source of income. Same with Ibrahimovic. When Ibrahimovic came into the football club, people were expecting wonders from the guy. He was 34, 33, coming in, and he was first choice striker. You know,
when I'm hearing pundits talk about Cavani has to lead the line for United, he has to start. I'm thinking, are you telling us?
That comment is spot on. Sorry to cut you off from Omar. Absolutely spot on. No striker is thriving. No number 9 is thriving.
100%.
No number 9. Our strikers average 4 touches in the box, in the opposition box. Nobody's doing anything with that. But
100%. I agree with that. So that's why I'm thinking to myself. So cool. Are we saying that a striker like Cavani, who he'll be lucky to get 15 goals this season, the way things are going, and that's who we're saying must lead our front line and must start, blah, blah, blah. But when the reality is like that comment there, no one's thriving up front. So what's going on? Because I'm still thinking, do we need a striker here? Because I'm not too sure about getting excited about a man who's on 7 goals and has to lead us next season as well. And then we know that all the strikers are suffering. Because another thing is that we exacerbated Martial's problem. Because when Martial wasn't playing or scoring goals at the beginning of the season, the brother was playing good though. Do you know what I mean? Martial was not scoring, but he was actually playing good. And the stats would have showed you that he was playing good. But now, it's like Oli believed the hype of, he's not scoring, so let me bench him. Then he's lost his confidence because he's thinking, I know I'm not scoring. Like, when strikers don't score, it's peak for them. Every striker wants to score. But the only thing that keeps you going is knowing that even though I ain't scoring, I'm doing the right things, I'm getting in the right places, and I'm playing well. So it's going to come. Do you know what I'm saying? But even in that period, as soon as he didn't start scoring, people were like, yeah, Cavani's got to start. So then we took him off and he's lost all confidence. And now he's not even playing well. So the brother's not scoring and he's not even playing well. So I agree he's got to get dropped. But I'm thinking, do we even have Oli? Is Oli really that man manager that we're talking about? Because Jesse Lingard's putting out interviews talking about, boy, man weren't really talking to me like that. Man just said that if you know what I'm saying, that I've done my best. I was one of the fittest in the squad. I turned up, everything. I didn't get no shine. Then before that, we had Smalling leave. Smalling said, man never talked to me, I was there. He wasn't telling me am I playing or not. Facts. So I was like, let me go to Roma. So we're having players who are 10 years plus. Some of them, born and bred in Manchester, been there from day dot, are saying, listen, my man's moving a bit, not what you lot are going on like this great man manager is talking. We've had 2 players who are not the type of players to come out and talk nonsense and saying, my man's not really talking. So I can only wonder what's going on for Donny van der Beek. I can only wonder, you know what I mean, what going for certain players, if this is what people like Lingard and flipping Smalling are going to say. So again, when we're talking about bringing in new players and who are we looking for, I'm on the same thing as Flawless. We need a new manager. You know what I'm saying? All roads lead to the dugout. All roads lead to the dugout. You know what I'm saying?
Moosa,
all of them.
Moosa, really.
That we're not going anywhere else. We're just looking at that.
I didn't expect that on a real talk, man. This is why this podcast. This is why this podcast has got a real talk, man. You get me?
Yeah.
No, Moosa's putting that wisdom out. You get me? This is a madness. You get me? But
we need him out
tomorrow. Just to kind of wrap up the podcast and whatnot. Flawless. Tomorrow, you get me? Give me your predictions for the game. You know, I mean, a nice kind of warm up for the Tuchel game on Sunday. You get me? The nice warm up in it.
Yeah, that's gonna be a tough one on Sunday, but we'll get to that. In regards to the game tomorrow, it depends what team he puts out. Because I'm hoping he makes wholesale changes. Like I'm looking to see a full 11 change. We're 4-0 up and it's 4 away goals. We won't lose this game 5-0. Even if he makes wholesale changes and it doesn't go well and we lose 2-1, we go through to the next round. That's literally what it is. You know what I mean? We get through to the next round. So I have to see the team. But I can see
Rashford showed a lack of respect when coming off a shoulder short tire.
I didn't see it. What did he do?
Matter showed. What
did he do? Did Rashford not? Did he not clap his hand? Did he ignore him?
Listen, visuals is got its anti Rashford, yo. Listen, I don't know what he's got against him yet. I'm sure the guy shook his hand and said,
he tweeted him. I'm sure he tweeted him as well, saying that remember this day.
My brother. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. You're gonna have to, you know what I mean? You get me? Like, just write a normal chat and tell us what he did, man, because I didn't see nothing wrong. You get me? But Moosa, before you kind of wrap up this podcast, you get me? Give me a prediction for tomorrow and see the way the game's kind of roll.
Yeah, I think tomorrow, I think they could score. So I think tomorrow could be a 3-1, 2-1 United. I think we're going to slap them same way. I feel like there's a lot of pressure off a lot of players. Hopefully, we start players like Matter and that. And I think them guys, they just want to run out. They want to play, you know what I mean? And I feel like as well, the way these that were playing the other day, they give you space in behind. You know, they come to play. And, you know, James is on it. So they're due to fling James back on and there. He's due to terrorize them again because they're leaving Pierre space behind.
Man, so, like Juan James, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I think like we should have a good game. But I would start Greenwood and Diallo and James. I would start that. You know what I mean? And I'll put James on his favorite position on the left.
Did he not say that Diallo won't be playing? I don't know if this is right. Did he not say Diallo won't be playing? Diallo's not starting. Is that what he said?
Yeah, he won't be starting apparently.
Was it Diallo and somebody else? Who was the other one?
Diallo and Shortire won't be starting.
Why not start Diallo? You paid 40 million for him. Yeah. You're 4-0 up.
You get me?
What can go wrong?
Yeah, I just hopefully can see Greenwood up front, and let's see how people can. Let's see
Greenwood
how
one side, Greenwood up top, Dan James, Diallo, Matter in the 10. You know what I'm saying? Pick up Lewis as well.
Lewis, we're coming for you, mate. Friday. You're coming on my channel, people, by the way. Friday, 9 o'clock, yeah. Lewis is coming on the channel. We're going to talk business.
I'm there for that. I'm in the comments for that one. I'm there for that one.
Just before we wrap up the podcast, Belay Visual comes in and says, remember Sheringham coming off for Andy Cole, the same thing. I don't remember this one. I was a young youth, bro. Moosa, do you remember this?
Sheringham coming off Andy Cole. No, he's got to be more clear. What does it mean?
No, that's why that's why they don't get on. They don't have because they have issues. I think Cole was coming on for his England. I'm showing my age here. It's England debut, and Sheringham was coming off. I don't know, man. I don't think Sheringham congratulated him because they don't get on. Cole and Sheringham don't get on, which is massive.
That's a deep thing, bro. That's more of a deep thing. I don't understand, man. Shortire is from. Is he local? Local lad.
Yeah. Mike Rashford tweeted saying that enjoy your moment, bro. Big day. You know what I mean? Take it in. So I don't know,
man. But Moosa. Let us know where they can find you, man. Let us know what you keep doing, bro.
Reso, Reso CIC Instagram. You know, find me on there doing what we do, distributing shoes to the homeless, most at risk youth. You know where I am. Reso CIC.
Big up, man. Big up Carefree Lewis, man.
Lewis, man. My G every time, man.
10 more likes to 200 people. Get that 10 likes, man, right now.
I'm saying. Likes up.
Flawless, spot on. Yo, spot on.
Yeah, it was the Sheringham Cole thing. That's why they don't get on. Cole was coming on for his England debut, and Sheringham was coming off. Okay. And I don't know if he didn't speak to him or he didn't clap his hand or something. Cole spoke about it in interviews. Yeah.
But I still don't know what that means for Shortire Rashford. But
what he's saying is it's the same thing, isn't it? Like Rashford didn't thank him coming on the pitch. That's where he's going with it. That's what he's saying. He's saying when he's come on. I've not seen it, but what he's saying is if he's comparing it to that, if Rashford's coming off. I've not seen. I didn't see him run off.
Probably just went over. I think the moment in the moment it might have just went over Rashford's head because he sees him all the time. It's his bridging, you know what I mean? He's just coming on. It's like get on.
Yeah, but you know what? You know what? I couldn't care. Let's make you get me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just see two local lads. Yeah, that's more than enough for me, man. And what they do on the football pitch, outside the pitch, couldn't care less. Flawless, man. Let them know where they can find you, man. You get me. You're always working hard, man. Biggest, hardest working YouTube guy in the industry, man. Come on, man.
Yo, love, that means a lot coming from you, man. So I appreciate that a lot. Yo, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram. That's me, Flawless People, Twitter and Instagram. Also, make sure you subscribe to Sarcasm City TV. Multiple shows on a daily basis, Sarcasm City TV. Also, as well, from a third eye view, we go live every Monday on Pi Radio at 7 p.m. discussing everything Premier League. So all the Premier League results. Myself, JV Stro. That's the Pi Radio YouTube, Twitter, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. And if you're in the Northwest, make sure you retune your DAB radio tonight.
What's Stro saying? Stro's been quiet. What
you know what it is? He's not well in it. He's not well. That's why Stro's been quiet in it. So get well soon, Stro. Yeah.
Okay,
Make dua for people throwing it, you feel me?
Yeah, man. And tonight on Sarcasm City TV, we'll be doing me and Jan City will be doing a Manchester City watch along for the City watching Gladbach. Yeah, it is what it is. It's got to be done. And then
fall asleep on that one. You get me, Flawless.
Yeah, I will do it. And a Q&A as well on Sarcasm City TV also, which will probably be like 11:30. So yeah, man.
Come on, man. I told you,
so much content.
Hardest
so much
working
content.
game, man. Hardest working. Make sure you subscribe to him. But yeah, man. You get me? Shout out to everybody in the building. Listen,
make sure you subscribe to this channel as well, man.
Yeah, we got the likes. 205.
Yeah, man. But what I want to tell you, people, before we go, man, there's going to be some interesting developments on this channel, man. You just make sure you're tuned in. You get me? There's going to be some big things happening soon. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say, man. I'm not going to say too much right now, but
just know where Don's and man needs a job, fam. I'm just telling you, man is here. You know what I'm saying? Man is here.
Yeah, man. Don't worry, people. There's going to be something coming on into this channel right now. You get me? We're changing things a bit around here, so make sure you tune it in and just keep an eye out next week. You know what I mean? End of next week, just tune in, people. But guys, like the video, subscribe to United Central. I'm gonna go on Rancid Banter channel right now for the United Talk. So make sure
over there.
Check him out there. You know what I'm saying? To yeah, man, come on, and as always. But guys, like the video, subscribe to United Central, and I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, man, for the game and the match reaction. But people, big.